Good afternoon, dear faculty members. We'll start for the day. Good afternoon, myself. Myself, is my voice audible?
Yes, ma'am. Hope I'm audible, right? Hello.
Yes, sir, you're audible. You can start.
Yes. Yes. I'll be starting just 2 minutes, please. I'm setting up my AWS account.
Yeah, no problem, sir.
Yes. All right, participants, hope I'm audible to everyone. Sorry for the delay, little delay in setting up the AWS account. Yes. So as discussed yesterday that we will be doing today how, the IAM user is going to work and what is the procedure for creating the IAM user, means like dummy user on the AWS account. So I have set up the infrastructure now. So I will be showing you the practical how we can create a temporary user on the AWS platform. Means whenever I'm going to have many employees across my organization, I cannot provide enter the root user account to my users. So where I will be providing kind of a temporary access as well. Using this temporary access where the people the customers whosoever for we are providing, they can access all the services whatever the root user is trying to provide as well. So let me quickly open the things, just a minute. All right. All right. So yeah, participants, the service which we are supposed to see is, IAM. Okay. So the name of the service is IAM. So where I'm going to click the IAM here. Yes. So already I have explained you yesterday very clearly that IAM user, identity access management user, is a user using this particular user where we can create a temporary users across the organizations. For example, if I am the owner of my account, and if I want to provide the access to all the participants of my company, or all the customers of my company, or all the employees of my company, so rather than providing the my main account, the root user account, I will be creating the user as well, that is IAM user. So IAM user is nothing but a kind of temporary user. For example, now I am the owner of my account. I want to provide access to, what I can say that to all the, audience, or I can say participants of my company. So in those cases, what I can do is that I will be simply, creating the temporary access. That is what exactly where we can able to manage over here. So without wasting time, let us quickly create the process of creating the AWS account. Sorry, the AWS IAM user, and how we can assign the permissions for them, and how to assign the multi-factor authentication. So we are going to see all these things in this particular session today. So quickly, we go into the users. Okay. So what I can say that here we go into the users, create user as well. Okay. The name of the user which I'm going to create is, let us assume that I'm going to create a user, Shushmita123. Shushmita underscore 123. I'm going to create. So the name of the user is Shushmita123. Now for Susmita, I'm going to provide the user access to the AWS management console, because she is requesting me that to provide the access to my AWS account. So what I said is that rather than providing my own access, I will be providing only the the temporary access as well, because that is very very important as well, because whatever the access is there, that should be completely temporary only. So that's what I'm saying, that here I'm going to provide the access to the same thing that we are supposed to manage as well. Okay, so which is the very very important as well. So provide the user access to the AWS management console. Console password, whether we want auto-generated password or custom password. So whichever the password is actually suitable for us, we'll be going through that. But here I'm going for the auto-generated. Means the service provider will provide the auto-generated password, and where I'm going to use that password to log into my IAM user. User must create a new password at the next sign in. After sharing the credentials with the user, after sharing the credentials with the user, now the user will be actually creating the new password, because I'm giving the default the policy. The user must create the password initially after logging for the first time. So go for the next option. So I am not adding this IAM user to any group. I am not copying the permissions from anyone. Neither I am not attaching any kind of policies as well. See, not attaching any policies. Policy defines that what are the permissions that we are supposed to provide a particular service. So I'm not going to provide anything. Go to the next option. See, the username is Shushmita123. Password type auto-generated. So the console itself provides the auto-generated password as well. Required password reset, yes. After logging for the first time, I have to reset the password as well. Okay. And the permission summary, IAM user, change password as well, where the user will change the password immediately after logging for the first time. Then we can go to the create user as well, because we are supposed to, create the user. So the moment we are going to create the user, see, we got all the details as well. What is the console sign in URL? What is username as well? Password as well. Now, these are the credentials of dummy user. So go to the new incognito tab, because don't open in the same tab. If you open in the same tab, it will create the problems as well. Just participants, we have to copy this URL. So copy paste here. Try to access. Okay. So what is the name of the IC? This is account ID or aliases as well. So we have username Shushmita underscore 123. So control V. Password, we can go here, copy this password, okay, and control V, sign. That's it. See, while I'm signing participants, it is asking for the old password as well, where we have to provide the old password to this. So the old password is actually, this one, whatever I have copied it. Just paste this, old password here. The new password also here. Okay. I'm giving the new password. Confirm password change as well. Okay. So where the password has been changed as well. So continue to sign in. So participants, this is exactly the account that where we have been created so far. All right. So after creating the IAM user, now I have got access to the IAM user. Okay. So this is the IAM user. See, this is a dummy user account where we are not supposed to manage these things. Okay. So I am on the just on the dummy user, kind of these things as well. So simply what I will do is that I will be not going through there. So I will try to create any service from this account S3. Just a second. All right. So here we have S3 bucket as well. Okay. So participants, just I'm clicking on create bucket as well. Okay. Like where I can able to create the S3 bucket over here. Okay. Now, after creating the buckets, what we can do is that, so here we have two options where we can create, already we are aware of that. So I'm not going to very deep, but simply I'm creating the bucket. So that is, bucket, some name I'm giving, unblock this, enable. So simply create bucket. If you can observe very clearly here, you will be not able to create the bucket name as well, where we are not supposed to, create the bucket name as well, because, the bucket name which you are giving, it is okay, fine. But you don't have enough permissions to, create the bucket. The reason participants, anyone can say me, why the IAM user is unable to create the bucket? Any one of you, please. Why IAM user is unable to create the bucket? Because currently I am not on the root user account, right? I am on the IAM user. What is the reason that why I am not able to create the bucket? Participants, anyone can respond in the chat box, please. What is the main reason? See, it is saying bucket permission is required. So I have not given any permissions to this particular, user as well. So I have to provide the, permissions for this user. How to provide? Just go here. So it is actually the IAM user account. So return to the user list. Okay. Here we have these things. So enabled without MFA as well, because there is no MFA here. But still we can able to enable the MFA, like where the user will be able to log in through MFA as well. Okay. So participants, simply what I will do is that I will try to create one more user, because I have forgot to download that. Gemini underscore 123. So provide the user access, auto generated. Next. Next option, simply create the user. Now user will be created here, because the moment we are going to create the user participants, so we have to download CSV file, because the credentials are available over here. You can also see from here. If you can see here, the credentials available here. Okay. Yes. See, this is the username where you can see. This is the password as well. The URL is also present over here. Okay. Control C. Just we can try to log in one more time for checking purpose. Okay. So where we can able to close all these things. Just we try to log in, control V, enter. So copy the username. Okay. The username is Gemini underscore 123. Control. What is the password, participants? We can also see the password. Copy this, paste it here, sign in. See now after signing initially, it will ask the old password as well. Immediately we have to change the old password here. So I'm just changing the password as well. Okay. Confirm the password change. So continue to sign in as well here. Okay, where we are trying to continue to sign in here. What I'm doing is that simply what I'm doing is that here I will be able to, just trying to log in. Yeah. Now this is actually the IAM user. Here I'm trying to create S3 bucket where I'm unable to create. Just open S3. So quickly open S3 as well. Okay. Participants, after opening the S3, just I'll be trying to create a bucket, but I will be unable to create the bucket as well. The reason is that this bucket is completely, managed by the root user. The root user has to give the permissions. So I'm giving the bucket name something like this. Okay, ACS disable. So I'm going to unblock this. I acknowledge the settings. Okay, bucket versioning enable. These things simply create the the bucket as well. Okay. So like this, see participants, the bucket which we are going to create it, we are unable to create it. The reason is that enough permissions were not given. Now, how to give the permissions? We can return to the user list, view the user. So here is the user we have actually, okay. So ARN created it, last console. So go and, add the permissions for this user. The default policy is only IAM user change password. Okay. Even we can also create our own policies and even we can attach this own policies to the IAM user. So add the permissions as well. Okay. Add the permissions. So attach policies. I am attaching participants here S3. So I'm attaching S3 as well here. That is S3 full access. So go to the next option. So here we have Amazon S3 full access. Simply add the the permissions as well. Participants, if you can see very clearly here, we have attached one policy S3 policy. Now the user Gemini 123 is able to create the policy as well. Okay. So simply create the bucket. Now the user will be able to create the bucket since the policy was updated for the Gemini underscore 123 as well. So then let us refresh if it is not working. So participants, if you can see here, so clearly it is showing that the bucket has been created and where we try to access the bucket as well. Okay. So this is very, very important as well as the bucket creation process is completely done. So where we can able to manage the, the resources as well. Okay. So after this IAM user, I have given the permissions as well. I have done all the things as well. Okay. Now the point is that here I have this IAM. Okay. Permissions are also available here. Okay. Now I have created the policy as well. Now, how to, create our own policy? So these policies are actually from AWS. If you click on plus, it will show entire policy as well. Since it was written in the JSON format, this policy. But without JSON format, how to write the policy? Let me show you very clearly, participants. Okay. So without creating the JSON format, how to, create the bucket, let me show you very clearly. So here we have to go to the, the user groups, neither users as well, wherever you want to, we can go. But go to the policies first. Create policy. So when you click on create policy, Here we have to select a service as well. Okay. For which service I'm creating policy for EC2, let us assume, or all we can get the policy for the S3 as well. Okay, participants, we can see here, there are two options available over here. Either you can go for the visual representation, either we can go for the JSON representation as well, because any of the representation is completely allowed. So if you see the visual, so the options are like this. Okay, like you can view the options, it will convert to the JSON code automatically. Okay, no actions allowed. So here I'm allowing all the actions, manual actions, S3, all the actions. So if you want to allow all the list and all these things, okay, all the permissions also. Specify resources, all the permissions I'm giving. Simply go to the next, okay. Policy name, what is a policy name? Policy name is, XLR policy. Okay, XLR policy. Description, it is user created. Okay, user created, and simply create the policy. That's it. No need to add, any kind of, the things as well. Whatever the things are available, you can add over there as well. Clear, participants, everyone? Yes. If I'm going to search, I want to know that whether my policy is visible or not. Let us search that whether, my policy is completely visible or not. Okay. The policy which is completely visible is that, okay, like I can search here the name of the policy, that is XLR. So participants, I'm clicking here just XLR as well. Okay. So XLR. Yeah, you can see here. See, when I click on plus here, participants, I will be getting the plus symbol directly because I have not created the policy, using JSON format, but still I can able to, create this particular policy with the help of, visual options. Okay, through GUI, I have created the policy, and this particular policy have been converted directly to the code as well. Hope it is clear to everyone as well. So this is the code where we are supposed to have it. Okay, whatever the code is there, we can able to manage it. Now the thing is that this policy we can use for any other service also. If I create some XYZ user, so go to this users Gemini 123. For this particular user, I am adding some kind of the permissions as well. Add permissions, attach policies as well. Which policy I'm attaching here? XLR policy. See, you'll get XLR. Yeah, this one. So simply next. So add the permission. That's it. Now for this user, Gemini, I have added the XLR policy also. So that is a process how to create dummy users and how to add the policies to that. Now the next thing is the we whenever we have multiple users, for example, we have user one, user 2, user 3, user 4, user 5. Five users are there. All the five users are from my company only. First three users are trying to get access to S3. Second, two users are trying to get access to database. What I will do, I will group all these three users into one single group. Okay, so that when I create the group and when I add these users to the group, the cost of communication would be reduced because same set of users and same set of services as well. If I want to talk to them directly, I can talk also, but if I want to talk at a group level, I can talk to them group, and even I can able to communicate the message, whatever the message exactly I want to communicate with them. So that is what exactly the benefit of creating the groups over here. Let me make you to understand very clearly what is the importance of this particular group and how to create the group and how to add the users to the group. Go to the groups, user groups, create a group. So name of the group is I'm creating FTP, for example. FDP group I'm creating. So I'm adding Gemini, Monica, Pujita, Santosh, and the policy which I'm attaching is XLR policy. Okay, XLR policy I'm attaching. Simply create the user group. That's it. Now the group is what? FDP group. In the FDP, how many users are there as of now? Four users are there because whatever the users which are present, so which are very very the important as well. Okay, so that's why it is very very important as well. Now, whosoever the users are the part of this particular group, so the permissions, you can add the permissions directly, or you can also add the permissions individual to the user. So two options are there. Either you can add the permissions to the individual user, either you can add the permissions at the group level as well. Clear, participants? So participants, this is all about the IAM user. I have shown you very clearly how to create the IAM user, how to assign the permissions for the IAM user, and how to create the policy, custom or customer created policy, and how we can able to manage the things very clearly with the help of the roles as well, sorry, the policies as well. Now, participants, here directly we have, okay, here we have IAM user. So what I'm doing is that just I'm going to sign out. Okay, just I'm going to sign out from this, but I want to log in for sure. I want to log in for sure again. So whenever I share these credentials, for example, we have Menaka map. So now I'm sharing to Menaka map these details like the user ID and the password. So ma'am can access anytime. But whenever she is also sharing the details with their friends, so she don't know when they are trying to access the account as well. If you want to keep my account more secure, what I want to do is that I want to increase the levels of security. So how can you make your user ID and password more secure, participants? Simply what I will do is that I will just try to log in one more time. Okay. So here I have all these things, all the details as well. So we'll try to log in, Control C. Okay, Control V. Now here the user, see, general process, I'm saying the general process. Here, while I'm trying to log in now, I will be typing the user ID, I will be typing the password. But how to secure my account? To secure my account now, I have a procedure to increase the security for these credentials using the concept of multi-factor authentication. So here I'm going to show you how to enable. See, enabled without MFA. This user doesn't have any security. How to increase the security of Gemini underscore 123? Simply click here, enable MFA. MFA is nothing but multi-factor authentication where a random code will be generated. So while you are trying to log into your accounts, so you should log in through user ID and the password. Plus, you should also use the MFA code as well. All right. So where we are supposed to have the code as well, using the code where we try to access to the things as well. The device name is XYZ underscore 123, where we have these things, any name. Authenticator app. Using this app, you can generate the code as well. Everyone can go to the Google, and everyone can try to download an app called Google Authenticator, which I'm writing in the chat box also. Using this particular app where you can set up the codes for your account to securely log in. Okay, so go to the next option. Whenever I go to the next option, here I have to set up my device as well. So install a compatible application such as Google Authenticator. So using this Google Authenticator, you will be authenticated with the help of code. So how to register your device? Show QR code. Participants know what I'm doing is that now I have downloaded the Google Authenticator in my phone. After downloading, participants, I'm going to add this. I'm going to scan this QR code. So I'm just scanning now. You can see here, I'm just scanning my code. After scanning the code, immediately I will be getting one new code as well. So I have to write this code parallelly, like 140, sorry, 980 690. Two times I have to write parallelly. Two codes will be generated parallelly. After 30 seconds, you have to wait and you have to write the second code also. See, wait 30 seconds and enter a second code entry. So after entering, my device will be registered for this account. Okay. So while I am trying to log in for the next time, I have to write the MFA code 369863. Simply add the MFA device. That's it. Participancy enabled with MFA. Now what I will do is that I will try to log in now. I will try to log in over the platform. The username is somewhere around here. This one. This is a username. Control C. What is the password? This is old password. I have remembered the new password as well. Simply sign in. Participants, whenever I'm going to sign in, if you can see option, it is asking MFA code. Anybody can see here? Hope everybody is able to see. So this is a multi-factor authentication. You can also secure your root user account also. like this. I'm going to show on the dummy account. You can also do the same process on the root user, the main owner of the account as well. So using these credentials where we try to access and where we try to manage the resources as well. Okay. So what is the MFA code here, participants? I have to write here 838. These codes are generated in the application which I said. When you go to the internet, when you download the Google Authenticator app, the codes are generated randomly. You can write any code which is the correct code, so you'll get the access. That's it. See, now I'll get the access to console. Hope participants, it is clear to everyone. So this is the process of creating the IAM user and adding the permissions to the IAM user and how we can able to manage them as well. Just minimize it. Okay. So participants, this is all about the IAM users. Deletion is also very easy here. Okay, you can delete the resources. You can select all the users and delete. There is no requirement as well. Simply confirm. See, the root user has a flexibility that we can able to create as number of users as required, and that is very very important as well. Clear, participants? Now the next thing is that after creating the IAM users, okay, we can try to use them at your company level so that we can minimize the security issues or minimize the problems as well, whatever the problems is there. Hope it is clear to everyone. All right. So participants, now after this, I will be showing you two more practicals on how to launch an SQL database and how to launch NoSQL database using the services on the AWS platform as well. I think that all the faculty members are aware of the basic idea of SQL and NoSQL. So if so, can anyone respond in the chat box? The basic is clear to everyone. How the SQL database, what is the major difference between SQL DB and NoSQL DB? Participants, if you respond, it is highly appreciated. What is the major difference between SQL and the NoSQL DB? So anyone can write in the chat box because now I'm going to show you how we can utilize the services of AWS for launching the SQL and how to create the NoSQL DB using the Amazon DynamoDB service on the AWS platform as well. So we should able to understand very clearly how these services should work and how we can manage these particular, the things as well. So participants, yeah, NoSQL is exactly, exactly so. So NoSQL is not only SQL is structured query language, exactly so. So participants, simply SQL is a relational database. NoSQL is non-relational database. Exactly, Deepika ma'am. So generally, if you want to, work on the SQL, what is the general procedure we do? We generally download the SQL server. We generally download the SQL client and the workbench as well using the AWS relational database service. Using the AWS relational database service, what we can do is that we can able to create everything on the AWS server, and we can also use the endpoint of AWS server, and we can copy it in our workbench, and where we can log in also. So participants in AWS, we have a service. The name of the service is actually RDS as well, which is relational which is relational database, the service as well, right? So using this particular service, what we can do is that we can able to create the database in the cloud platform. I will be showing the content also, just a minute. Yeah. So yeah. So RDS, so we have RDS service. Using this particular service where we can create the SQL, the databases as well. Amazon RDS, which is managed SQL database. So it is easy to manage. the relational databases optimized for the total cost of the ownership as well, which is very very important. So why RDS? Amazon Relational Database Service is an easy to manage relational database service optimized for total cost of the the ownership as well, because we can optimize the entire cost of the total ownership as well, because it is simple to set up, operate and scale with demand as well. Participants, one thing you would like to know here, I would like to say everyone here, that is RDS servers are completely managed by the cloud provider. No one is going to manage them. Only the cloud sole owner is responsible for managing the SQL database servers. Okay, now that is what they have given. So RDS is easy to set up, scale with demand. RDS automates the undifferentiated databases management task such as provisioning, configuring, backing up, okay, and patching as well. We can use this relational databases for multiple the purposes as well, where we can able to manage these things, and where we can able to get this particular the parameters as well. Hope it is clear to everyone. So participants, that is the main reason behind that, okay, where we have to understand as well. Okay, what are the benefits? Easy to manage, because we don't need to download any complex softwares or complex database servers on premises. Simply we can run everything on the cloud provider. Choice of engines as well, which particular engine, whether you want MySQL, PostgreSQL, okay, and Oracle SQL, which SQL you're expecting, that we can choose here. High availability, so we can also achieve the high availability like using RDS multi-availability zone deployments, where you can deploy the this particular database in the multiple zones, and we can also access them as well. So high availability, operational expertise as well. So benefit from over a decade of proven operational expertises as well. So participants, this is really, really the very, very important as well. Okay. So this is RDS as well. RDS means relational database service. Now, how to create the database on the AWS platform? Let us see that particular uh, the procedure as well. There is a procedure how we can create the SQL database on the service provider the platform as well, where we have to understand these particular things, so that we'll be able to get all these the particular parameters as well. So without wasting the time, let us move forward, and let us see the process of how we can create the relational database systems on the AWS platform as well. Okay, so participants, so just go here. Here we have to search for RDS. Okay, RDS. So Aurora and RDS as well. So I will be showing how to launch SQL database, how to run the queries as well. Already I have copied some queries, simple query, how to create the table and all. So these are some of the basics as well, basic commands which we have created so far. So SQL database is a type of relational database that uses SQL to manage and query the data. It stores the data in the tables, rows, and columns. Okay. See, we have popular SQL databases like MySQL is available. Okay, we have MySQL, we have PostgreSQL, we have SQLite, Microsoft SQL Server. These are some of the famous the database servers. So DDL, everybody knows that. So for creating the table, we use this DDL, altering the table and dropping the table. Manipulations, what are the operations that we can perform on the databases, like where we can insert the data into the table, where we can select the retrieve the data from the table, where we can also update the data as well. After that, we have option called delete, where we try to delete the data as well. And we have data control language permissions, where we can grant the the user permissions as well. Okay, all these things. So these are the DCL. We can grant the user access. If you want to revoke the access for the particular user that we are giving to the particular user. So these are the basic operations, participants, where we have to focus. Databases. So click on create database. Okay, when you click on create database, here we have option called full configurations as well. Whatever the configurations is there. Obviously, we have to give the particular configurations as well, which are very very the important as well, need to be taken into the considerations right now. So, like we have full configuration, guys. Okay, full configuration easy to create. I will be going for the full configuration on either EC2 as well. You can go for any of the the setting as well. Whatever the setting is there, you can go for that as well. So I'm going for the full configuration. Here I have to choose the MySQL as a base engine because now we'll be doing everything on the MySQL workbench. So this is MySQL server, which I'm creating on AWS. So it is MySQL community, we have to choose it. The engine version, whatever the engine is there, obviously we have to choose that. So MySQL 8.4.2 and 4.5 I have chosen here. So no need any kind of extended support for my AWS RDS. I'm not expecting any kind of, the relational database services support for my, particular, the services as well, because it is completely not required for me as well. Okay. So I'm not extending the templates, whether we want this particular, database for the production, for the development, or for the sandbox as well. So participants here, I will be going for the sandbox. Okay, it actually means that it is mainly for the for the simple workloads as well. Okay, so we have to select this sandbox and availability and durability. How much availability are expecting? Only single availability zone. Participants, why here they have given only single availability zone? I am not creating the database for either for the production, either for the development. I am just creating for the learning purpose. That's why I choose sandbox here. Single availability zone will be provided for those users who choose the sandbox for managing the databases. Okay, and the settings, the instance identifier using DBMS database one. What is the username, participants? You can give here. I am giving username as admin, and I have to store the self-managed credentials as well. So I'm giving the password as well. Okay, admin 123. Okay, so after this, come down. Database authentication. So password authentication, it authenticates the use in the database passwords as well. Okay. So like that, whatever the things are there, we can manage them. Even we can get the the things as well. So here I will be other. I have given password. Using this particular password only participants, I will be trying to log into the instance as well. So password authentication is there. After password authentication, instance configuration is there. Okay. And storage, general purpose storage, allocated storage is 20 GB. So compute resource, don't connect to EC2 instance, IP version 4. Default virtual private cloud means the default subnets will be provided to this particular virtual, databases. Public access, yes. So when I do the public access, where I will be able to get access to all the, the resources as well. Okay, ma'am. So this is a public access, yes. So RDS assigns a public IP addresses to the databases, and Amazon EC2 instances and other resources outside of the VPC can connect to your database as well. Okay. Resources inside the VPC can also connect to the databases. Choose one or more VPC security groups that specify which resources can connect to the databases as well. Okay. So what are the resources we're going to have it, all these things. Now, as of now, I'm giving my database public access. Using this database endpoint, we can connect anywhere. Okay. It is possible. Zone, no preferences anywhere. So certificate authority. Okay. So enhanced monitoring. If you want detailed monitoring of your server, you can click on enhanced monitoring. Else we can keep like that. So additional configuration. Whatever the extra configuration you're providing, we can click on additional configuration like database options and all backup options, backup window as well. So whether we want to create a specific window or specific backup size, we can also decide them over here. Okay, and after this maintenance and all these things, simply create the database. So participants, it will take just 3 to 4 minutes to create the database creating. So just it will take for 3 to 4 minutes where we can able to create the database. Okay. The status is creating. Once the database server has been created, we have to work on the workbench. Just go here. After going here, we want a workbench, that is my MySQL workbench. Okay. So here we can able to download the MySQL workbench from here. So using MySQL workbench, we can able to download now, so that we can perform the MySQL queries on this by connecting the endpoint of AWS. Now the server is not downloaded physically on my laptop. The server is completely managed maintained by the cloud provider. What is my role here? My role is just to access that using the third party tool, that is Workbench. In the Workbench, I will access through endpoint that is created by my server. Okay. Participants, I hope it is clear to all. So why I'm talking about the endpoint? So can I connect to my database through endpoint? Yes or no? Participants, please. So I am going to create an endpoint using the SQL database as well. Can I connect to can I connect to the my database using this concept of endpoint? Yes or no? Because you people have faculties should understand this whether we can able to connect an instance through the endpoint or not, because endpoint selection is actually the very important as well. Okay. So meanwhile, go here. Okay, let us see that. So it is creating. It will take just 3 to 4 minutes. The moment AWS database has been created, we can access that. How we can access that? For this particular server, one URL will be generated. Technically, we call as the endpoint. So we have to copy paste this endpoint. Remember your username and password, where we can log into the RDS directly as well without any problems. Okay. So we'll wait for 2 to 3 minutes to create this server. Because here the status has to turn to the I can say that available as well. So when the status is turning to available, then only the server would be created, and where we can able to manage as well. Hope it is clear to everyone. So participate, it is taking more time. Yes. So with the connection details close. So this is the endpoint we have. Okay, database endpoint. Okay, copy this endpoint. Either we can go to the databases also. From there also we can see the same thing. See, so it's created, configuring. Okay. Participants, after downloading the workbench, we can see here. So here we have to download workbench, open. Okay. So here we have to, create the, what I can say that one connection. So we have to initiate the connection as well. Click on plus. When I click on plus, here I will get the connection name, that is XLR. Okay. Connection method standard TCP/IP connection. Host name should be your endpoint. The host name should be not this, your endpoint. Copy this endpoint. The port number is same. Username is admin. Password we have to store in the vault. Admin 123. Enter. So test the connection. Simple the currency. Connection incompatible 700 server version. Connection to the political trade. Continue anyway. Okay. See, successfully made the MySQL connection as well. Okay. So OK participants, simply click on OK. See, this is XLR connection. Okay, just open this. All right. Continue anyway. Yes. So here, this is the the interface that where we have initiated through the AWS your endpoint as well. This is the AWS endpoint which we have. Just refresh it. Still has been not created. Yeah. So this is the endpoint participants. Through this endpoint only we are trying to connect, and the availability zone that has been allocated is 1. So here I can write the command simply create database db123. So after creating the database, simply I will be running this particular this one. So database has been created. So after that we have to use db123. So directly, so we can use this. Okay, sorry. Use database db123. Now it will be created. All right. Create one database freshly. Let me take some code. Yes, we'll create database for create database for Gemini. Sorry, not Gemini. Create database RO FDP. Okay, create database FDP. Just run this particular command here. Okay, so after running this participants, we can create this. Now it will create it. Okay, so we have to use this particular DB as well. Simply write the command use. Okay, we can use the command as well use FDP directly. It will also run. So just select this, run the command, it will be executed. Okay. After this, what we can do is that we can able to insert the data as well. Yes, exactly DB command. So after this, simply we will be, you know, creating the table as well. Okay, we have create table here. Simply write this create table. Okay, so I'm just creating the table here. Okay, so create table. Table name is students. Okay, so we have to change the table name. Let us keep like that. So ID. So the name of the name of the attributes are we have ID as well. We have name as well. We have age as well. So ID will be into primary key. Okay, I have kept this ID as a primary key so that it should not be null. And we have name as a varchar and age as an integer as well. So simply participant just select this quotient, try to execute here. So we can execute the query 0 rows affected. Okay. So like that, the reason for just showing this sample code is that so that whether it is providing the correct output or not. Earlier, see, we have used the database as well. Even we have used DB123, just small, syntax error. I have not used, full stops here, comma here. Just I have given use database. So like that, it is throwing error as well. Whenever I am using the correct syntax, actually it has to provide me the correct output as well. Hope it is clear to everyone as well. So this is just to show you how we can, use the AWS RDS platform to launch the instance and to use on the AWS platform as well. Now this is completely running on the AWS SQL server. Now whenever I'm going to delete this server, the endpoint will not work and the connection, whatever the data is there, even the data will be not uploaded as well. When I see the monitoring here, we can see the matrix, how your CPU is better utilizing, how many queries are running. We can see all the things here, how the things will be working fine as well. Yes, the graphs are still seen. You can see small dot. Since it is in the updating stage, it will take some time just to update the data because data is not being, updated properly as well. So participants, hope it is clear to everyone. This is the process that how, we can able to create the database and how we can simply you can write all the queries as well, whatever the things you want to write over here. Just have written some sample, created the table, and even your table will run when you write the queries as well. Hope it is clear to everyone as well. The next thing, see, this is all about the SQL database, which is actually the relational database services as well. The next thing which we are going to see is that Amazon DynamoDB as well, which is completely NoSQL DB. So participants, let me open the NoSQL DB. Okay. So I will be opening the NoSQL database. But before that, let me give you some introduction about the DynamoDB in AWS. In AWS, we have a DynamoDB service which is very fast, which is NoSQL DB as well. Okay. So using these things where we can able to, create NoSQL DB as well. Okay. The best example for the NoSQL DB is actually the MongoDB as well. That is the best example where we use on the on-premises for setting up these things as well. Okay. So after this participants, let us, share this, see these things. See, we have a concept of DynamoDB. So DynamoDB is completely serverless. So we are not supposed to, create any server for the same thing. So where we can also get the better performance for this particular DynamoDB as well. So quickly, everyone just have a look on this paragraph. Meanwhile, we'll have, just 5 to 6 minutes of break and we'll continue. So please, meanwhile, have this content. Okay. So we can have, 5 minutes of break. Okay. So hope it is clear. Just have 5 minutes of break, please. So yeah, welcome back. We will be seeing now the DynamoDB as well. Okay. So participants, the next thing is that we are done with SQL database. So what is DynamoDB? DynamoDB is also a NoSQL DB as well. Using this particular database where we can create the NoSQL DB as well. Okay. So where we can create the table, we can store the data as it is, whatever data exactly we want. We can query the data in the form of table as well. Even we can manage the data as well. And that is the importance of the NoSQL database as well. So without wasting time, quickly I will be showing you the process of how to initiate the Amazon DynamoDB. I mean that how to create the Amazon DynamoDB, how to store the data, and how to retrieve the data from the Amazon DynamoDB as well. Okay. So participants, here we have to search Amazon DynamoDB. DynamoDB is very fast. Yes. Okay. So Amazon DynamoDB, participants, it is completely no SQL DB as well. So using this particular database where we can able to create a table and where we can start exploring the DynamoDB as well, and even we can manage the things as well. So create table as well, where we can click on create table. Okay. So what is the name of the table? The name of the table is, sample 123. The name of the table is sample 123 table. See, here we have a concept of partition key. In the SQL database, we have a primary key. So what are the functions of primary key? What are the features of primary key? The same features will also applicable to the partition key. Okay. That is what exactly they have been said here. Okay. The partition key is completely the part of the table's primary key. It is a value that is used to retrieve the items from your table and allocate the data across the host for scalability and the availabilities as well, right? So that is what exactly I'm trying to convey. So here on the partition key, I'm using as a registration number, where I'm using like that. The data type, I'm using just number. And the table settings, I'm going to provide the default table settings for my DynamoDB table. And these are some of the settings as well. Table class, standard setting, capacity mode, on-demand capacity mode as well. We have maximum read capacity units as well. Maximum, write capacity units, local secondary indexes, global secondary indexes. So these are the some of the settings that where we will try to provide as well. So after this, these are the default settings. Simply create the table. Yes, the table is active now. We can see the status as well. The table is active status. Okay, just open this table. We can manage them directly. Just open the sample table. So these are the settings as well, participants. These are the settings of table partition key. So there is no use of sort key here. And the capacity mode, on-demand capacity mode based upon the usage. Table status, active state. Okay. So these are some of the important things as well. Okay. So like this, whatever the settings we are going to provide, obviously we can provide such kind of settings. Even we can manage them very clearly as well. Now indexes are nothing but, okay. So for example, the attributes which are not a part of table's primary key, whatever the attributes are there, if they are not part of directory, from the, primary key, so we can create the global secondary indexes also so that we can manage the access. So there is no requirement of creating the global index. So monitoring, so we have a tool called CloudWatch. CloudWatch is basically a monitoring tool. Using this specific tool where we can monitor the health of an application, or we can also set up the alarms for our usage. For example, we have EC2. I want to set up the usage alert for the EC2. So I will be using the CloudWatch where I can able to set up the things as well. So this is completely monitoring as well. So we have global tables. So where we have to create a replica. So participants, we have one more option called global tables. What is exactly global tables? Global tables are nothing but currently, see, I am in Mumbai. Currently, I am in Mumbai zone. So my table will be created in the Mumbai zone. The same data, I can also create the a replica in the Hyderabad. The same data I can replicate in Australia. The same data I can replicate in Singapore as well. Okay. So whenever I create a table, whenever I'm going to store the data in the multiple data centers, this is actually called as creating of tables, that is global, tables as well. Okay. Where we can call them as global tables as well. Okay, which is very very important as well. Global tables means simply creating the replica of table in one particular region as well. Okay, from one data center to another data center as well. Hope it is clear to everyone. So create replica. So backups are nothing but simply where we try to create a backup. Like two types of backups will be there: on demand backup for my database, which is NoSQL DB, or I can also schedule a backup as well from this particular option. Experts and streams participants, we can export to S3 also directly, that I'll show you later. First of all, how to create a table. Go to the actions, create item. So registration number one, add a new attribute string. I'm giving the name. So name as Lahari. So I'm adding the new attribute string, department, CSC, string. After name department, I'm adding city, Goa. I'm adding the number as well, that is rank 2. See this order. So while I am trying to insert for the second time, the order is not important. Since NoSQL DB is completely unstructured, so we can add more number of columns. We can add only one number of column. We can add more than or less than or in between. We can add any number of columns, doesn't matter. Simply create item. When you create item, you'll get like this. Okay. And one more item, registration number 2. Add a new attribute. See, I'm not following order now. Rank. We have rank 3. So add a new attribute as well. String name Ashok. Create item. Now two rows I have been added here. See, city is missing. If you want to edit this, click on here. You can also edit the name from Ashok to Bashir. You can also do the changes here. Create one more item. Set the registration number 3. So where we can add the new attribute string, that is city Hyderabad, and create the item. So total 3 rows have been created. Now create item. So registration number 4. Add a new attribute string, that is city Goa. Add a new attribute, but no need to add, simply number, rank 5. See, just I have created 4 rows. Participants, listen. From this, I will make you to understand a couple of things. Total 5 rows, 4 rows of data I have inserted into the DB, that is Dynamo DB, where we are trying to explore the table items. After this, what we can do is that we have to come here. There are two options. Either you can scan the data, either you can query the data. If you scan the data, you have table name, then we have to select which attributes you want to scan. Whether you want to scan only specific attributes or whether you want to scan all the attributes, that we have to, decide as well. So I'm going for the all the attributes. So if you want to add any filters, add the filter. Registration number equal to number 1. It will only print the, first row. See, first row. If you want to only specific attributes to be printed, like registration number, like we have age, so use age, add the attribute. Then we have rank as well, use rank, add the attribute. Now run it. When you run it, out of given 3 attributes, 2 are present. That's why you are able to get the 2 attributes as well. Like how you generally, how we will do generally, we'll be giving the queries as well. Okay. So whenever we are giving the queries, based upon the queries, we try to execute them and we try to, manage them as well. So participants, This is completely a sample DB as well, where we are supposed to create it up, where we are supposed to manage the data as well, right, participants? Now here after that, remove the filters, all the things, remove it. Now run it, you will get all the four rows, right? Now, if you want to query the data, obviously we want some value. The partition key value 6. Now 6 is not present, you will not get any error, you will not get any output as well. When I write here 1 at a time, so you'll get the first row. So whenever you want to query the data, querying data is only allowed with the help of the partition key value, that is registration number, right? So participants, this is something that where we can create. Now what we can go to the dashboard as well. This is the dashboard, we have tables, sample 1, 2, 3. Now how to create the global tables? Go to the global tables, create replica. Okay, where we can create replica as well, which is the very important as well. So for creating the replica, here we have to choose the region as well, in which particular region exactly I want to store the data. Choose it and create replica. I am not creating now because it will take little time, so otherwise our time will be getting wasted. So just how to create the replica in the other country. Already we are in the Mumbai. Now we have to go for the other country as well, which is important. Like we'll be choosing any one of the countries, simply clicking on create replica. So our replica will be created. This is how generally we create a copy of backup for our DynamoDB table, so that we can access in the event of failure of the primary data center. Hope it is clear to everyone. Then go to the sample. We have backups as well. There are two kinds of backups. Either you can go for the on-demand backup as of now. Either you can also give the schedule time, and based upon that you can backup from schedule backup as well. Exports and streams, participants. So export to S3. Now whatever the data that I'm going to store, obviously that particular data will be moved to the S3 bucket as well. Okay. So we have to search the bucket name, browse the S3. So now this particular database will be stored inside the S3, the bucket as well, which is very important as well. Whatever the data is there, we can able to okay, we can able to manage the things as well. Okay, ma'am. So which is very important as well, need to be taken into the considerations. This is what exactly I want to get these things as well. Whatever the benefits is there, even I can get them after creating the after creating this particular DB. So we have to store this particular DB in a particular the storage as well. Okay, ma'am. Now what I can do is that simply I have to select particular DB, that is college, okay, all these things. Go to the choose option. So this AWS account owner as well. So whether you want to do the full export or incremental export, what kind of exports are there, you can even manage those things as well. Okay, full export and incremental export. Participants, full export is nothing but as of now, whatever the data is there, completely it will be exported. When I choose incremental export, after full export, whatever the changes is there, okay, after full export, whatever the changes, whatever the data that has been added, only that particular data will be exported. So exported file format, whether you want JSON format or Amazon IN format, whatever the format we want, we can go through that. Okay. So we can go for the DynamoDB JSON format as well. Okay. So these all are the formats which we are supposed to use it up as well. So export view, new and old images, new images, both, and encryption, Amazon S3 standard encryption. Simply click on export the data. So your data will be exported to the S3, from where we can able to access the data as well, which is the very important as well. So participants, that is what exactly I'm saying here. Whatever the data is there, obviously I can push over all the data. Even I can able to manage the data as well, which is very important as well. So this is how we can export the data. This is how we can manage the data as well. Okay, all these things are very important as well. Hope it is clear to everyone, participants. Okay. So yeah, this is no more required as well. So that is they are the settings as well that we are supposed to give it up. Okay, whatever the things are there, we can manage those things as well. Okay. So now I'm going to this one, exports and permissions. Whatever the permissions is there, we can go through all the permissions. Even we can manage them very clearly as well. Okay. So these are some of the permissions as well. Backups, under the backups we have multiple things as well. Okay. So where we can see the backups that has been given so far. Okay, it's not loading. So this is particular editor as well, where you can write simply the queries like how you write, and we can also manage them. So registration number partition key, okay, query table. So you select access from sample 1 to 3, where registration number partition key value as well. So when you run this, you will see all the table started on this elapsed time. So this is a table view. This is JSON view which we have. Okay. So whatever the queries is there, simply field name. We can give the field name, registration number, and we can go and query the table as well. So simply come back. One. So run the things as well. We can see participant. This is a JSON view. The error code during execution of validation exception key attribute data type should not match. Yeah, all right. So this is just a view where you can write the queries as well. Okay, whatever the queries you are going to write, you'll get the output from here also from particular editors. Export to S3 has shown you, import from S3 also. Directly whatever the data you are going to store inside the S3, from there also you can able to import as well. Because now I'm going to store the data inside the S3, so the same manner, I can also import the the data as well, which is the very important as well. Participants, hope it is clear to everyone. So this is a way. These are the settings as well, where you can explore the more settings for this. But the basic idea is that everyone should know that how to create the table, how to work with the settings, and how to manage the settings of your database, so that in the backend we can attach this particular database to the the workloads, whatever the workloads exactly we are doing as well. So participants, this is all about the DynamoDB as well. So we have discussed very clearly the major practicals of SQL, the major practical of database, which is MySQL and NoSQL. From MySQL, we have done with relational database services. From NoSQL, and from the NoSQL database, we are done with the this particular DynamoDB as well, which is the very important as well, right? So participants, it is really very important, like where we will be able to take care of these things into the considerations as well. Okay. So this is all about the DynamoDB. After this, I will be showing you a small services which you feel comfortable. The machine learning services, Amazon Translate, Amazon Transcribe, Amazon Textract. So we have three easy services. Let us see them. The first service which we are going to see, that real-time translation. Now, for example, I want to convert from English to Hindi as well, from English to Hindi. So whatever you write here, hello, it will say namaste. See, namaste. How are you? आप कैसे हो? What about you? So you can write like that. So whatever the settings we have generally, so we will be able to do those settings. So this is a way where you can convert text from one language to the another language as well. If you want to convert the entire document, we have to choose the source language. For example, if I choose Armenian, target language Amharic, so it's not possible actually. So we will be going for Danish. So here we'll be going for some kind of this is not possible. From Kannada, okay, to English. It's possible actually, okay. So we have to choose a file as well. So where we can choose a file, where we can upload the file, you will get the output directly, right? So this is easy service participants. Hope everyone will try after the class, okay. After this participants, the next service which we are going to have is Amazon Transcribe as well. So Amazon Transcribe is nothing but whatever the things, like we have Google translators, many things are there, okay. So here Amazon Transcribe is automatic speech recognition. Using this particular service, whatever the things we are going to speak, we can able to see the complete text of that particular service. For example, I'm speaking something, so I can able to whatever the things I'm going to speak, I can able to see the text of that. Basically, I can able to see the text of that. So for example, participants, here I'm going to click the create transcript as well. Create transcript, start streaming. Hello participants, a very good evening everyone. Hope all are doing good. Hello participants, a very good evening. Hello participants, a very good evening. Hello participants, a very good evening. Hello, participants. A very good evening. Hello, participants. A very good evening. Yeah. So if you can see that based upon the things that we're going to speak, so based upon that, we can see the outcome as well. The tone, whatever the tone you have, how the system is able to understand, okay, your voice, whatever the voice you have, basically it is going to generate those things as well. So this is somewhere the real-time transcription where we can use this real-time transcription for the movie settings and all these things as well. Okay, so whatever we are generally speaking, so we can able to see the entire text of this. Generally, some students what they will do is that whenever they want to create very rich documents, okay, they will be generating the content by speaking, and where they will copy paste their content in the real time projects, like whenever they have the project submission, whenever they have to submit some project documents where the plagiarism is not allowed. So in those cases we can speak on our own and we can generate the content in very very less minutes, okay, less time. So in 1 minute participants I have generated this much text. Okay, so this is really beneficial as well, where we can able to get these things. Okay, this is the completely the real time translation as well, where we can able to see this translation and where we can able to get the benefits as well. Dear participants, the next service which we are going to have is Amazon Textract. Extract is something that where we can fetch the information from the scanned data. For example, I have scanned copies. Okay, whenever I'm going to upload the scanned copies over the internet, so if I want to query some data from that, if I want to fetch the data from that, the best service is Amazon Textract. We can also see the working as well. How it is going to work? We have Amazon Textract, where we are going to have text, fields and values and tables and cells. We have a service called Amazon Augmented AI. After uploading the scanned document, using this Amazon Augmented AI, it is going to generate some kind of threshold, what I can say that threshold score as well, which we call as confidence score. So participants, one thing I would like to say here, that is we have augmented AI. The moment you upload the scanned document here, this augmented AI service will generate some score, confidence score. How confident the answer is correct. If confidence score is higher than 95 percentage, directly the results will be shown to the client. If they are less than 95 percentage, then multiple people can review the documents where the results will be completely stored in the S3 service as well, right? So this is what exactly participants, what I want to, convey you people as well. Whenever I'm going to, extract the data with confidence scores and all these things, we have to manage this particular, the things as well. So that's what I'm saying, that we have this, confidence scores, we have this low confidence, high confidence, low confidence. Okay. So like this participants, if the low confidence score is there, the people is going to view them manually and the results will be stored in the S3. We know the best usage of S3. S3 will be mainly used for storing the data and the results will be shown to the client application directly. So that is what the practical here. Try Amazon Text. Yeah. If you can see here, now we have this page tab over here. Okay. So I will be selecting some dummy document, scan document, which is vaccination card. From this vaccination card, I want to identify the signature. So, okay. From this vaccination card, I want to know that what is the name of the second dose. Already we have set of raw text here, layout, forms, tables, queries. See, what is the patient name? Mary Nature. This one. What is the lot number of first dose? AA1234. Who is the manufacturer of second dose? Pfizer. So, like that, we have to understand the things. Whether the document is contain signatures or not, found one, number of pages one, total signatures detected equal to 0. There is no signature detected. So this service is useful whenever you have some valuable information and where you want to get that valuable information over the things as well. So participants, this is really very important that using this extract service, you can upload your scanned documents. From there, you can query the data as well. See, we have option upload documents. See, there are some restrictions. Documents must be fewer than 11 pages. smaller than 5 MB, and one of the following formats: JPEG format, PNG format, or PDF. No Word documents are allowed. Okay. So this is a way how we can manage the things as well. Hope it is clear to everyone as well. The next thing is that we have a service called AWS Lex. Finally, we are going to discuss a service called AWS Lex as well. So Lex is basically a chatbot service. Lex is basically a chatbot service. I will be showing you the basic operations that are happening over the chatbot. Generally, how we can create the chatbots, we can do the programming, the Python, and the machine, through using machine learning concepts we can able to implement the chatbot as well. We have one of the service called Lex. So Lex is a service where we can able to manage the resources as well. So let us study something about that, about the Lex, so that we can able to understand these things. Okay, what is exactly the Lex as well, we can able to see here. Yeah. See, Amazon Lex is a AI chatbot builder. Using this, we can build the chatbot as well. Okay. So we have the use cases or the features we have. So most of the people are aware of, Lex. That Lex is basically a fully managed AI service with advanced natural language models, where we can design, build, test, and deploy the voice and the text conversational interfaces in the applications as well. Simply, we people can build this chatbot. We people can access, and we people can deploy on the local platform and also test the chatbot as well. So, participants, I think everyone is aware of Alexa. Can anyone say me that how Alexa works? Any one of you, please? How Alexa works? What is the role of Alexa? How Alexa works? I think most of the faculties are aware of these things, right? How Alexa works? Anybody has any idea, participants? We should basically understand that how Alexa is going to work. Exactly, ma'am. Through commands. Hey Alexa, play song. Hey Alexa, do this. In the similar fashion, yeah, virtual assistant based upon the user inputs. In the similar fashion, we have a chatbot designed here where we can understand. So this is a chatbot, sample chatbot. Okay, yeah, speech recognition. Here we have chatbot as well. Book a hotel is there. That is the intent of the chatbot. What is the meaning of intent? Intent is nothing but for what purpose you are building the chatbot. The purpose is to book a hotel. Next one is the utterances, or we can also call them as utterances. The utterances are nothing but what is the initial statement that you convey to the chatbot to book a hotel. So the intent is book a hotel. Whatever the utterance or utterance you're going to provide, it should match the intent of the chatbot. The intent is book a hotel. So whatever the statements you are passing, it should be relevant to the intent. So I want to book a hotel. If I use statement, I want to book a biryani. So it's not possible, right? So whatever the utterances you're going to provide, that should match the intent of the the things as well. So utterance means the input from the user. After giving the input from the user, the prompt will come from the chatbot. What is the prompt here? Based upon the given input, the prompt is sure which kind of city. Sure, which city you want. The customer is saying answer. The answers also you should design. The answer to the chat box, the answer to the chat box is actually called as slots. The answers to the chat boards, they are called as slots. For every prompt, there is a slot. Question, answer, question, answer. Slots are nothing but the answers to the questions. I repeat again, slots are nothing but the answers to the questions as well. Because whatever the questions you're going to provide, so they are very, very, important as well. Slots are nothing but the answers to the, the questions as well. Clear, everyone? So that is very, very, the important as well. Fulfillment. Fulfillment is nothing but thank you, the reservation went through successfully. What does it mean? Fulfillment is nothing but finally I am able to, book my hotel. If it is success, the fulfillment action will be executed using Lambda function. If it is not success, it will not execute. Okay, so my aim is to book a hotel, so I should fulfill myself. So that is what they have given. Let us create a sample chatbot since we have less time. So we'll be doing these things here. So go and search here Lex. So this is actually Alexa as well. Okay, where we have Amazon Lex. Okay. So participants, here we have Amazon Lex. All right, ma. So participants, we will be, selecting a specific region here. Already said in the starting of the class, on what basis you choose the service provider. At the end of the day, requirements are very important. This chartboard is not available in the Mumbai. What I will do, I will select the different region that I am selecting Singapore. Now see the Singapore data center. Here Singapore will come. See, here the Singapore will be coming. Yeah, Singapore. Now, whatever the work I'm doing, obviously this work will be stored in the Amazon, Singapore data center. Simply create a bot. Participants traditional bot. So I'm creating a blank bot. I'm not starting with example. I'm not starting with any kind of transcripts. What is the name of the bot? Name of the bot is order flowers. So these bots can be embedded with applications as well. Description. It helps us to place order for buying flowers. It helps us to place order for buying the flowers. So IAM permissions, create a role with basic Lex permissions. IAM role. So what are the permissions that you provide to this chatbot? So where we are creating a basic bot as well. Bot error logging, no need to go for logs. Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. So our bot is containing any sexual content. No sexual content is there. Ideal session timeout 5 minutes. After every 5 minutes, it will refresh. Go to the next. So here participants after this language. In which language you want to communicate English? Voice interaction, whose voice you want? Different voices are there. You can go. So so we have different voices. We can also play and listen the voice. Whichever the voice is comfortable, you can keep the particular voice. Okay, simply done. So after these participants, the chartboard will be created. What is the intent now? The intent is order flowers. The intent is order flowers. What is the intent? The intent is order flowers. So simply save the intent. It will be updated in the left hand side. Right. So display name that is recommended for the intent disambiguation. Nothing. Just go through that. It helps us to place order. It helps us to place order. Okay. Now, sample utterances or I can say sample utterances. What are the statements where user can initially chat with the chatbot? User can say hi, user can say hello, user can say I want red flowers, user can say I want rose flowers, user can say I want a good flowers. The statements can be anything. We have tried all the possibilities. Hi, customer can say hello, customer can say I want red flowers. Customer can say that I want, beautiful flowers. Customer can say that I want roses. Customer can say that I want, lotus. So anything. So any statement, rubbish statement, or the best statements, the good statements, whatever it might be, the customer can provide any kind of, the things as well. Simply, save the intent. Now, participants, I have given the sample utterances. Now, whenever the chatbot is planning to provide the access to the customers, so here we have to select the, what I can say that, sorry, we have to collect some input from the customer. So what is the initial response? Initial response is that, welcome to XLR team, XLR flowers garland. Okay, simply XLR flower garland, save the intent. After saving the intent, participants, now we have to always build it. Okay, and we have to test it. It will turn to the green color. Then we have to test the chartboard as well. So after building it, we have to test the chartboard. Sometimes it will take more time to build it. Yes. Now test it. If I am writing here hi, you will get the response. See what you will get. Hi, welcome to Excel. If I write anything here, fallback. Why it is fallback? Because I have not given any extra settings for my chat. I have trained my chatbot only for this one particular, the things as well. Okay. So after this, simply close this. Okay. So after this, how to collect the information from the customer? So we have slots, add slot. First of all, I have to collect the name of the customer, F name. What is the F name here? The built-in one, Amazon dot first name. May I know, may I know your good name, please add it. Now, after the first name, we have to add one more slot, that is city as well. That is city. Dear, when you open the brackets, when you write the name of the attribute like F name, I have written here dear F name. When I write dear F name, it will fetch the value that is associated with the dear F name. Dear F name, kindly provide your living place. Simply add it. Participants like that, you keep on adding all the things as well, like we can add city, we can add street number, you can add email address, you can add phone number. Like this you keep on adding all the things. These are actually called as inbuilt slot types. You keep on adding remaining slots also. You can add city, you can add country, currency, date, duration, all these things you can add by simply giving all the names as well. Okay, now two slots are there, simply save the intent, otherwise if power cut is, the changes will be gone. Okay, so participants after this, now these are the inbuilt slot types. How to add the custom slot types? You have to come here, go back to the intent. So click here slot types. I will be showing how to create one slot, rest you can create. Add slot type, add blank slot type. Now the first thing is that we have to ask the customer what flavor you like. So for that flower type, add it. So here under the flower type, we have two options: expand the values or restrict to the slot values. Expand the values is nothing but whatever the data that you are going to provide to this chartboard using AI, it will analyze the data. Okay, and whatever the new flowers customer is writing, so whether it is a flower or not, will be checked by the AI chatbot. So that is a expand. Restriction means whatever the values you give, it will be restricted from those values. It should be in from those values only. Okay. So I'm going for the expand because I don't know what flower exactly customer want. So I can go for here lotus, enter, jasmine, rose. Yeah. So these are the three values, ma. Jasmine is done, lotus. Okay. Simply save the slot type. Clear, everyone? So this is the way that how we can able to store it and manage it as well. Okay. So like this, we have to restrict them. Even we have to manage them. After this, participants come to the slot types. Okay, this is a flower type we have been done. Now, how to add this slot type in the main flow? The thing is that we have to add this slot in the main flow. Come to the intents, order flowers. Okay. So here we have slot types as well, right? Slot types are available. Add slot, add flower type, that is F type. I have shown you the custom slot types. Okay, I'm showing you custom. Which flavor do you like? Do you like to buy? So like this participants, you can add all the settings, like all the settings in the sense that what flower you want, what color you want, how many flowers you want. Okay, whether you are paying through debit card, all this debit card or credit card, you can add all the details that are actually required for you. Which flowers do you like to buy? Add it. Simply save the intent. After that participants confirmation. Okay, so whether the customer is okay or not, you can also provide the confirmation. After giving all the settings, we should write, can I proceed with your request? If user says yes, your request will be processed. If a user says no, we have to give some answer to them. What is that answer? Okay, better luck next time. If user says yes, the request will be processed, order will be placed. If user says no, okay, better luck next time. So after that closing response, what is the closing response? Thanks for choosing us. Thanks for choosing us. We wish we would serve you more better. Okay. So thanks for choosing us, and we wish we would serve you more the better as well, which is very very the important as well. Okay. So that is very very important as well. Okay. So thanks for choosing us, and we wish we wish we would serve you more better. Simply save the intent as well. After saving the intent, we have to build it, then we have to test it. So after building, we have to test it as well. So we can see whatever the inputs we have given, whether they are working or not. I have shown you just a small inputs. You participants later you can explore more on the same chatbot so that we can able to create our own chatbots as well. Okay. So own chatbots as well, and we can work out on the same thing that how we can manage that, how we can also get the benefits as well. Yes, it is done. Now participants, we can go and test as well. We can see the testing process as well. I'm rating here high. See, will come by response. Welcome to XLR Flower Garden. May I know your good name? I'm writing here Sai. See, dear Sai, kindly provide your living place. I'm writing here Goa. Which flower do you like? I like more lotus. Can I proceed with your request? Yes. Thanks for choosing us like this. So as of now, I have shown you the basic chatbot. You can also, more expand this chatbot by adding the more, the settings as well. Okay. So participants, even we have to delete this particular service as well because if you not delete the bots, they keep on charging you too much. Just this one, order flowers, actions, delete. Okay. So now my chatbot will be completely, deleted as well. Okay. So participants, that's all about that. Finally we are here to conclude this the 5 days faculty development program. So in this entire 5 days we have been discussed the various concepts of the cloud, where the basics of cloud computing like I have been provided to all of you, and we have discussed couple of practicals as well, where the basic idea to provide you how the actually the infrastructure is being managed across the the AWS global infrastructure. So that is all about this all about the cloud concepts. So hope all of you enjoyed my sessions, and in future if anybody want to reach me, you can also reach out to me. Like the team will provide you the email ID of mine, where you can able to reach out to me as well. So that is what, if we are in more amount of time, definitely we would have been covered, more practicals as well. So I have, a well list of practicals, but the time factor is also important. So, but anyhow, I have shown you how to create a basic servers, Linux, Windows. I also shown you how to create a storage, how we can access, the data as well inside that. Okay. And how we can create a static website on that, how the differences between SQL and NoSQL as well. I have shown you the machine learning services. So different services we have been discussed as well. So really a good time with all of you. It was I'm very happy to be part of this 5 days faculty development program. Really it made me happy that a good experience of pool of faculties. Really I'm happy to meet all of you virtually, like not physically, but definitely. This knowledge will really help you where you can explore more on this field and where you can publish a good research papers as well, like by using this cloud concepts as well. So thank you so much once again to each and every one of you. So anything, any suggestions, you always welcome. So from your end, that's it.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for informative session of all this 5 days. I hope this 5 days session has been helpful for our faculties. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes.
So yeah, as today is the last day, we'll definitely meet again in next STP or FDP. So we will be in touch with you. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So yes, so dear faculty members, the attendance link which is already shared. Yeah, so kindly mark your attendance. So yeah, there are some updates which I will let you know right now. So the attendance which you are marking every day, it is very important. The 60% of attendance is mandatory to get the certificate. If you secured 60% or above 60% of attendance, you will definitely get the certificate. So as we already informed in the starting, this is the faculty development program. So only for the faculties we will issue the certificate. The students will not get the certificates. The students can join this program for their knowledge purpose, but they will not get the certificate. And we require at least 10 to 15 days to issue the certificate. So I request please be waited at least for 10 days. You will, if you are eligible, you will get the certificate. Okay. And about the materials and the recordings. So I hope you all got the LMS access. Yes, so in LMS, where we will upload all the recordings and the materials. The recordings which is already uploaded, you can watch all the 5 days of recordings. The materials which we are going to upload as whatever has been used on the session, Maheshwar will share with me all the materials we are going to be upload in LMS. So whenever you want, you can go through the materials. Okay. And if any concern, yeah, sir, Mahesh sir, can you please share all kinds of materials which you have used on all this of 5 days, sir, so that we can upload all the
Sure, ma'am.
materials in our LMS.
Definitely, ma'am. I'll be sharing all the materials via email. And
Yeah,
before
sure.
that, can I take one more minute? Just I want to show the certificates to all the audience that how what are the levels of AWS certifications. Can I use 2 more minutes?
Sure, sir, no problem. You can.
Yes, yes. So participants, you can see very clearly here, like these all are the levels of AWS certifications where we can use these certifications, for getting better understanding of these things. So basically, participants, these certifications actually provide you, the level-wise knowledge, how much good you are, at cloud. So the initial learners who are actually learning the cloud for the first time, so they can directly apply the cloud practitioner level exam, so which is around more than 10,000 rupees exam cost, where you can appear through online mode or through outside centers also. Directly you can register as well. So if you are confident in the basic concepts like cloud practitioner, you can go directly to all these levels like developer role, data engineer role, solution architect exam, and sysops administrator as well. So if you are very good at designing the solutions, you have to clear the solution architect. If you want to go to the data engineer side, you have to clear this. This is second level of certifications. Third level is limited to some more professional level, DevOps engineer professional level, and solution architect professional level. So more than the basics, more than the solutions administration level, the third level, which is professional level. After that, if you want to be specialized in any one of the the certification either in the advanced networking, security, machine learning, data analytics, database, SAP on AWS, you have to do the specialization certificate on the same thing. Then only you will be certified. For getting pass marks, there is a criteria for that. At least you need to get more than 70% of the marks for getting pass in this particular certification courses. So all the materials are available over the internet from the official AWS site, where you can able to use that particular site to get more information about the same thing as well. That's it. So if you are going to clear all these certifications, you will be getting the good amount of in like goodies kind of the appreciation from the AWS team as well. Okay, so that's it. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so dear faculty members, as I already informed, kindly wait for 10 days, then we will issue the certificate if you are eligible. Okay. And if any concern or any query related to certificate or related to XLR, you can drop a mail to edl@xlr.com, where I'm just sending the mail ID on chat. That is edl@xlr.com. Okay, so we'll wait for 2 more minutes. If any questions, kindly ask me. I'll just answer for your questions. You can just send a message to me directly in a same Zoom or in YouTube chat so that I'll reply. Okay, like some are asking about the yesterday's or the previous day's attendance link. As attendance link will be like deactivate at 5:30 every day. So we can't share the previous day attendance link. So yeah, so we are so sorry to tell this. We will not share the previous day attendance link. Okay, so there are no questions to be answered. I think you're all clear about the certificates and everything. Uh, okay, there is one question. I could not mark the attendance on day one. No issues. If you have not marked only for one day, it's not a matter. There are no issues. No problem. Any other questions? I'll be just posting the attendance link once again on chat. Kindly mark your attendance. When will we get the certificate? As I already informed, kindly wait for 10 to 15 days. Within 10 to 15 days, you will receive the certificate for your registered mail ID if you are eligible. If you secure above 60% of attendance, for definitely you will get the certificate. Okay, thank you all. Thank you for joining for all this 5 days of session. I hope you all enjoyed and I hope you all learned something. So yeah, we'll definitely be in touch for next STP or FTP. If you're really interested, if you feel it is very useful for your uh, then yeah, so yeah, if like you can join our upcoming batches as well. Okay. Yeah, thank you all. Thank you for joining. I have a great day.